how to add and customize navigation bar in Framer. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, let's show you how you will be able to add a navigation bar on one of your designs and of course be able to customize it however you want, of course depending on the menus or like the content it will have or like the different pages your page will have. So let me open an empty project over here. Now, navigation bar are very essential components or very essential parts in a website. It is one of the first things that people would typically code or even design. So, in Framer, Framer actually has templates available for us to utilize. And navigation bar or the navigation bars are not an exception. You can select over here on the insert option on the left side. You will be able to see here under the first category. Under the first category, you could find basics. Now, the basics typically contain templates. So you have pages, sections, navigation, and menus. And the navigation bars are found under the navigation section, of course. Now, there are 6 types over here, each with different design. Well, technically, there's just 3. But the other one here is a dark mode type. So let me show you the different designs available for us. So let me first insert the first design over here. This first design has its logo over here on the left side with the different pages or menus or options right next to it. It's on the left side as you can see. To be able to begin editing a component or rather our navigation bar, which is technically listed as a component over here, simply double click it to enter the editing mode. In this page, this is where we will be able to edit specific or the parts of our navigation bar. We could zoom in here and you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here on the left side, you can see that it is also 5 options over here. You could rearrange the content by simply selecting the option and clicking on this icon over here and dragging it to the position that you want, just like that. Also, you could change the information or the content by simply double clicking it and then typing whatever you want. So let's say home, gallery, products, about us, we'll click it again. And if you want to delete a specific button over here, simply delete it from the left side over here. There we go. Also, if you want to add, what I would recommend, which is going to be much easier, is to simply click or hold Alt and then drag it to duplicate the button and then simply change the name over here. So let's say over here, what could we put here? Just something random then. Here we go. We can also adjust or change the position of this entire thing by simply selecting the general option and moving it however you want. So let's say it's a bit too close for your comfort or you don't really like the position of it being too close to the icon. So we could just simply drag it a little bit to the right side and you will be able to change the position if you move it over here. Also, you might notice that there is this purple lines over here. If you extend this, it will actually add spacing to the different options over here. So like that. So if you want to have a very big spacing, it will encompass that entire thing just like that, as you can see. And if you're happy with what you modified, click on home and you will be able to see it applied over here. So let me delete this. Now let's add the second option over here. Now it has a difference. You can see that instead of it being on the left side, it's now on the right side. And you might notice that there are some arrows over here. So let's quickly publish our website and actually view it so that we can test it out. Open it on another page. And as you can see here, these are now hover or like menus over here that hovers or shows when you hover on the specific parts. So this is very good for those that have many pages, and you can categorize it through a drop down. So double click it Same thing with what we did earlier. And now you will be able to see here our same components, same things that you could do. You could double click it and then you could move around things, as you can see. But you might notice that there is this menu over here. So these are the contents of these different items. So you could double click this and change the options, change the information. And over here, if you click on one part, you could see or notice where it is being attached, and you could modify where you want the pop-up to be. So let's say I want the pop-up to be very close, or let's say put it there, like very close to it. And for this one, I could do the same thing. It's like that. And then we could modify the content or like the information as well, stuff like that. And we're currently editing the overlay, but after that, if we click on publish again, we could update it, open our link. You could see the difference now. Since this one I moved it a bit to the left, as you can see, it's now on the left side. This is one also on the left side, and this is the original directly above it. Then you could modify the same information similarly with what we did earlier. Let me delete this one. And now for the last design, we can actually have like a mixture of the two. So as you can see here, the entire top now has the entire space, but our options over here are now at the bottom of our navigation itself. So as you can see, there's now 2 layers over here. Now, what you could do also, if you want to modify the design, is you can actually change the colors over here. As you can see, you can change it to whatever color that you want. You could use any preference that you want. There's an overflow options over here as well. You could also select the transition, the opacity of different things, the radius. If you want to have a radius on the borders, as you can see, you could add it. You could also rotate it however you want, make shadows, make borders, and other information in relation to design over here on the right side. Now, if it's over here outside, you won't be able to modify it, as you can see, since this is a component. You have to open it and directly edit it inside the component mode to be able to apply the changes that you wish to have. And now, similarly, if you don't want to have the hassle of changing or creating your own dark mode, you could have it, as you can see, again with the templates, as you can see here. And it's very simple, and that's basically how you will be able to add navigation bar and be able to customize it in Framer. You could now add your own designs, modify it to however you want, position it wherever you want. So that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.